Hey everyone, this is Josh. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to make a quick video today about recurring decimals, okay? It's just a little notation thing if you put something in your calculator and you get the same digit infinite times. There is a little notation thing you can do just to clean that up a little bit, and that's what I'm going to be going through in this video. It's a little bit tough to explain when I leave feedback on things like Moodle, so I wanted to make a specific video for this. And I'm just going to be going through some examples for this. We're going to start with the very classic example, 1 divided by 3, or as a fraction, 1 over 3. So I think we've all seen this before. We've put this in our calculator, and you end up with 0.333, and then the 3's just go on forever, okay? It's infinite. Now, instead of rounding, or instead of just writing as many 3's as you can forever and waste a bunch of time, there is a really easy way that you can write this out and show your teacher that this is going on forever. And it's really, really easy. What you do is, first of all, everything in front of the decimal, just leave that as it is. In this case, it's just a 0, so not a big deal. So 0 point. And then from here, and I'll do a few more examples after this too, where it's a bit different, but in this case, it's the 3 that's going on forever, right? So what you can do is just write the digit that is recurring, so the digit that's going on forever, and just write a horizontal line above it, just like that. And that's it. That's your answer. That's all you have to do. Really, really simple. Same thing with percentages. If this is 33.333%, you can even write this out as 33.3, and then you can show that the 3 after the decimal there, that's recurring as well. So that is another thing that you can do. So the next one I'm going to do here is 21 divided by 99. And if you do this either by putting it in your calculator, or even if you're doing this with long division, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, but you can catch recurring decimals using long division as well. You pretty much just keep doing long division until you realize that there's a pattern going on after the decimal. So I'm going to put this in my calculator really quick. I've got 0.2121, and then the 2 ones just go on forever and ever. Okay, so you can see it's not just one digit that's recurring, it's 2 digits that are going on. But there's a clear pattern. It's 21, 21, 21 is going on forever. I guess you could say it's forever 21. It's taking a second for you guys to laugh. That's the name of a store, by the way. And in this case, you can pretty much do the same thing, but show that those 2 digits are recurring forever. So 0.21. And then you can just draw a horizontal line over top of those 2 digits. And then that's it. Okay? Nothing to it. For my last example here, I have 11 divided by 6. If I were to put that in my calculator, or if you did long division to figure this out, you would end up with 1.8. Sorry, I had to look at my calculator. 1.83, and then the 3 is recurring, okay? Now, the important thing to note is that even though we have a number after our decimal that isn't a 3, it's important to note that that isn't recurring, okay? The 3, or the 8, there's only one 8, and then that's it. So that's okay. That just means we're going to have to write this out a little differently. So everything in front of the decimal is obviously not recurring, so we got 1 point. And then there's only one 8, and then the 3 is recurring. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the 8, and then the 3, and then we're going to write a horizontal line over the 3 to show that, hey, the 3 is recurring, but the 8 is staying the same. So my last tip for this video is that you don't need to do this if your decimal is just a bunch of random digits. If there's no clear pattern, you don't need to do this, but be careful, because there are times when it looks like there are a bunch of random digits, but then there's actually a pattern. So in my calculator, if I do 5 divided by 13, I end up with 0.1, sorry, 0.384615, and it looks random. But then after that 5, you notice, if your calculator can handle this sort of calculation, after the 5, you'll see that the pattern actually starts to repeat again. So even though this is 6 digits, it actually still ends up being a pattern. And you gotta watch out when you're dividing by some of these prime numbers like 7 and 11 and 13. That's where you usually run into these types of decimals that go on forever, whether they have a pattern or not. So yeah, thanks for taking some time to watch this video. I hope it helped, and yeah, let me know if I can help.